My name's Rich Canone, and I just had my whole pool screen enclosure restored by Pool Screens R Us, and they did a great job. I had a lot of bids. I had actually 4 bids from the top rated companies, and I decided to go with Pool Screens R Us. Brett and his team, they were awesome to work with. They did an amazing job. I hired them because they're the only company that actually can offer a 10-year warranty and stand by their work. To do this, they actually sand the entire enclosure. They don't just sand the rusted spots or the spots with corrosion. They power wash and sand every metal surface, which was a huge task. If you can look around and see the size of my enclosure, this is probably twice the size of a standard enclosure. It was 23 years old, and it was just looking bad. It bothered me for years. All the screws were rusting. All the paint was chalky and fading. And my screens, I replaced screens pretty much after every storm, which down here in Florida is like every other week. So finally I just decided to just have the whole thing done. They use 304 stainless steel screws, guaranteed from the manufacturer not to rust for the lifetime of the screw. They did 2 coats of a special Sherwin Williams direct-to-metal paint, which is meant for aluminum. They, they first screened off and coated, put up protection so that all the sand dust wouldn't get into my lanai and house, the windows. Of course, they covered this whole pool deck and the pool so that none of the work, dust, and screws, whatever, would impact the pool. All new hurricane straps. The screening, there's different options for the screening. This is insect screening, so it's you got a good visibility. And if you can look at the detail of just focus in on some of the screws. There was over 3,000 screws on this enclosure, and they changed them all. They got them all out, and the bottom plate, which is also a common problem for pools, just because it gets the most amount of moisture. If you look over here, these plates were all capped, so that there's no corrosion. It's not even painted. They're brand new metal that goes over the existing metal. Got a few water droplets on there from the rain last night, but it looks new. People, I come out here and I say I have a brand new enclosure, and it was less than half the cost of a new one. I did price out a new one. This was definitely the way to go. I highly recommend Brett and his team. They did a great job. They stand by their work, and they definitely listened to my concerns and addressed them and made sure I was totally happy with the job. So it is a big investment. I'm very happy with it, and I definitely would recommend them to my best friends and family.